Let's see if this works this time.
Well, if you want to know what the easiest grants in America are,
7 minutes ago.
the
How the
dirty
heck
little
was that?
secret is they are. Actually, all the
One watch. I guess that's it. Maybe I got it right this time. Hi, YouTubers. Are we there? I'm going to put some stuff in the chat. Okay. Their websites that once you have, they're all free and they give you free help and sources and everything you need. You don't have to pay me a nickel for that. Okay. So you want to go to http dot and then lescolovesai.com/ then pay your bill. Okay, that's one of them. And then the other one is http lescolovesai.com/health. Okay, so you got those two, and we only have two watching you. You too can watch you. I guess you can watch yourself. Oh, this is my apartment a little bit, huh? See the big hole in the wall over there? It's a heart-shaped hole. It's fun. Now we have a very colorful apartment here. I like colors. It's fun. And if you don't, to me, my theory is you got to throw your own party. Nobody's going to throw a party for you. So you have fun, and then people have fun around you if you have fun. But if you're not having fun, you're not going to have much fun. So you start with you, and then other people may be able to. But I just did a live on my other YouTube channel because I thought it was on this one, and we have all the subscribers are on this one, not on the other one. But if anybody has a question about getting free money and help, see what's happening now. Here's what's happening. This chart shows you that this is the new budget that's coming out in January. So the big, beautiful budget, that he did, that Trump did, well, to me, it looks like a reverse Robin Hood. Okay, first of all, what they're doing is taking $1 billion from two programs that the lower income people use. One is SNAP, and the other one is medical care. So those two programs, they're going to cut by $1 trillion. $1 trillion. You and I don't know what $1 trillion is, but it's a hell of a lot of goddamn money. But we are like something like 30, $40 trillion in debt as a country. So that is a problem, I think. Because if we don't get rid of the debt, man, we're just going to fall in the toilet. So like you personally. So there's only much you can carry, but we keep going. So he's creating more debt than ever. Now here's what he's doing. Okay, he saved $1 trillion by cutting out programs for people who don't have money. But listen what he did. He gave $1 trillion away to the top 10% of the people and to businesses. Okay, so I don't know if you don't believe in the government should be doing anything. Why are you giving all the government money to rich people? That's what this is doing, and they're taking it away from people who really need it to have a better life because it's tough out there. And that's why it seems like the rich people they're not paying good wages. Wages have not gone up for like past 40 or 50 years. But the country has grown, and all the profits went to the top 10% and to businesses. Okay. So that's why it's about 6% of the country is deciding everything. So it's almost like slavery in a way, because you have the companies that are deciding how much you should be charged for their products you need to buy to live on, right? So they're making food or whatever. So they decide the prices. You don't decide. If you're working for the company, you don't decide. It's the boss. So the boss decides what the price should be, right? Based on markets and some, but they all know they want to get as much. That's why when they want to make as much profit as possible. not pay wages. That's just a cost thing to them. They're not, to me, they don't seem like it's people that are your communities, your neighbors. Would you treat your family like that? Well, I guess maybe some of them do, but it's not sharing. So the rich have not thought about the thing about sharing. Money is too hard to earn, too hard to keep, and the buying power ain't worth the hassle anymore. That's the conclusion people go. That's right, and that's the problem. Why would you work your ass off for somebody and you don't get treated well for it? You know, they're cutting your wages instead of increasing it, but theirs are increasing. And then when you have the government, which is supposed to be for all of us, is only catering to 10% of the people. So the government is giving $1 trillion to 10% of the people and taking $1 trillion from the poorest people. That's not 10%. Yeah, that's probably 40, 50%. More than that, because it's SNAP and it's also healthcare. And like right now, you go get healthcare for January. If you're paying a premium, you'll probably be paying 100% more, 200% more, whatever. So that's why there were programs that paid part of that premium for you. So they cut that out because they have to give money over here. They don't have to, but they decided to, right? So that's a pity, and that's what makes it tough to get up in the morning and work hard because the people you're working for, they're just socking away and they don't share. So it's all about sharing. And that's how you grow in life as a human being, is by helping others. You don't grow by, robbing from others or whatever. He's speaking the truth. Did you vote Trump? Money is too hard to come by. Yeah, I just read it. But this to me almost seems, the nuns would say it's immoral. I grew up with nuns and priests and stuff like that. And probably was thinking when very young before I found out about women, probably about being a priest. And that's what's neat. If, something is filming in Logan Circle tonight. Oh, that's interesting. Somebody just texted me that there's a film crew in my neighborhood doing some kind of movie stuff. I live downtown Washington, D.C. But more importantly, you have to use the government because there's no other place to get help. And these people, the government and nonprofit organizations, you cannot find in Google. So that's why Google is a problem, because everybody on Google wants to get money from you. What you need is to find people who give money to you, not who take money from you. See, and that's what Google is. And you don't stand a chance getting in Google because they know how to get your money. And they spend billions and billions of dollars figuring out what to say, what to do to get your money. Okay. And the people who give you money and help you in life are government offices and nonprofit organizations. You go to those websites that I just gave you for free. And what I did there is show you how to use AI. Well, you don't have to know anything. All you have to do to get 100 organizations in your city that will give you money to live on, give you money to pay your bills, or give you money and help for any kind of healthcare problem. You just have to put in your city and your state. And this is like the front end of, on the websites, it's just the front. On the back end is AI that will create the list for you. And when you get the list, you could just download it and start contacting all these people. You earn yourself a like and subscribe. You'll have 100 people that are there in your community. These are all local people, 100 of them that are getting paid to help you with financial problems. Okay, and there's 100 for you're paying your bills, and another 100 for medical care. Okay, and so you have to know about those things. Please use them. They're there for you use them or not, and the rich people use them. And the income requirements are, every program has a different income requirement. So if you go to one program and they tell you, well, you make too much money, go to the next one. That's all you have to do it. A job will help you pay your bill. That's right. But many jobs don't. People working full time. I mean, half the people on SNAP are working from, they already have a job. They just don't make them find a job. Why? Because what's going on is that they're not paying wages enough. Wages have not grown at all in our country for the last 45 years. If you're an owner, then that grew. If you're top 10%, that grew. But for the rest of us, wages went nowhere. And that's why they say, oh, yes. But now what you have to do if you want to earn a living, you have to get skills. Okay, you have to get skills. And that's an important thing, to get a good wage. And to get skills, there's other government programs. And you could go to my website again, lescolovesai.com / I forget if it's careers or jobs. I think it's careers. Let me see, lescolovesai.com careers. Oh, maybe career. Lesco loves.com. Maybe it's career. Yeah, okay. lescolovesai.com / career. Go there, put in your city and state again, and you'll get 100 organizations that will give you money. They'll give you money to train for a better job. Many of these programs also pay your living expenses while you're training for a job. And most all of them are aimed at people who don't have a college degree, because they're the ones that are really struggling. So you have to get those skills, and the government will train you for skills. This is what the government does. It helps us as a community, because the government, the businesses aren't going to pay for that. They don't want to pay for that. They want to keep more profits to buy their yachts or whatever the hell they do with the money, So the government does it so people can improve their life. These are government programs that are training you to get higher income, because the companies, they should do it, but they won't, because they could get the government to do it, okay? Because somebody worries about other people, okay? Most businesses just worry about themselves and their customers because they need their money. But most employees are just a tool, right? And so that's what happened. You have to take care of yourself, and you can by using the system. The system is set up for you to do that, but it's not in Google. So the only thing we've learned in this country, how to use Google. And Google is only a place to go if you have money, okay? People used to be able to live. No, now people have 2, 3 jobs. Yeah. So get 2 jobs, right? Now that's crazy. Why are we living there? Because we're growing as a country economically, but 80% of the people aren't part of that. So that's most of us aren't growing when the country is. And so that's why we're all in debt. And what's happening, because we're not growing, but prices are growing. So the cost of living is getting outrageous. Nobody could afford to live here anymore because they're not paying enough. So you have people not paying enough, and your wage and the prices are going higher. I mean, we have to change that, and it will eventually change when it explodes and people revolt. But now, just the top 10% are getting all the money, getting all the benefits. And even now, I mean, everybody knows we have the highest poverty rate than any developed country. That's right. We have almost twice as many as all the other developed countries, people in poverty. We're supposed to be the best country in the world, right? The richest country in the world. Bullshit. Not if we have the highest poverty rate. How could you say, God, I have a good family. My wife and I are spending a fortune. The kids are starving. And that's not a family. People used to be able to live on a lioness. Oh, I guess that's me. I don't know why you listen to it, lioness. I think you're the ass that doesn't have enough sense to go somewhere else, right? Said hi. Oh, that's good. But it is. I mean, it's tough economically out there. I mean, I'm 82 years old, seen this kind of study business. I got an MBA, study the market, and not the market, right? That's gambling. I don't do that. This is the way in Western Europe too, not getting better. Housing problems are mainly, that's right. No, it's off the charts. Look, we have a socialist that now running the capital of the world, the capitalist society. I mean, what city in the world do you think is the most represent capitalism? I would think New York City, right? And now they have a mayor who's a communist or a socialist or whatever it is. Wow. And it is. People can't live anymore in this country, and you have to take care of people. I mean, if you don't care of people, man, that's why everybody wants to live behind gates or something. I mean, that's not Bill Gates, but a gated community. It's crazy. I just got on. I'm looking for startup funds for my nonprofit transitional home. Okay, go to this website. You want help with nonprofit? I'll show you 100 ways to get money where you live to start or expand your nonprofit. And one thing, do not go to Google. Go to this website. Lesko loves AI. Lesko loves AI.com/nonprofit. Okay. LescoLovesAI.com/nonprofit. If you put in your city and your state there, you will see 100 organizations that all they do is help people get money and help to start or expand a nonprofit. Okay? You are fucking crazy. Wow, I love how people think I'm terrible and they sit and watch. That's crazy. I think you're the clown. But it's all relative, isn't it? And I guess we're not related. But that's a bad old man's joke in there. But the help is out there. What I'm trying to do is make sure people know about the help, because what happens is that rich people know this. Every rich person has all used government money, and now, the current administration is giving the rich people, the top 10%, and all the businesses are getting an extra $1 trillion from the big, beautiful tax thing that's coming out of Trump. They're getting $1 trillion extra. They're taking $1 trillion away from low and middle income people. So that's with SNAP and with healthcare. So taking from the poor, giving to the rich. That's what I mean. To me, growing up with learning about Robin Hood, and I don't think she's a fictional character, probably too. I always appreciate you. You look great. You always sound advice. And it looks, no, well, thank you. Stable shadow. Be well. Have it awesome. I will. Can you repeat that, please? For the nonprofit, here it is. I still have the $3 trial for 7 days going on your way. Okay, you have 7 more days. That's going to be well, then you're going to pay $20. Okay, I think that offer is over. So now if you want to join us, it's $20 and it's lesko.com, lesko.com. And that's for $20, and you get unlimited one-on-one help to apply to every government grant you're eligible for. And that's why I say the government gives out an average of $18,000 to every adult in America. Let's see, can you please repeat the website you just mentioned? What was it about? Was it nonprofit? Is there any funds for individuals who are justice impacted to go to school? Yes. Where you want to go to is, okay, see this, LescoLovesAI.com, then put /careers. Okay, Lesko career, single, CAREER. So not nonprofit, one career. Put that, and you put in your city and your zip code, and you'll find 100 organizations that will get you for free, get you training money for free, living money. I mean, it's different everywhere, so you have to find out what's available where you are. But you have to call also. You can't just fill out an application. You have to get this list that we give you and then start calling them for help. And they're expecting you to call because that's what they do. You'll run into people that are probably treat you bad because you're a human and there's other humans that aren't so nice. So let's see, you won me over. Oh, well, that's nice of you to say. Thanks. Is this you, Elton John? No. My closet looks a little like his. So make sure that the two most important Let's Go Love lovesai.com are really pay your bills and health, because health is going to be, you're going to be paying triple the cost if you have a program now paying health. So you're going to need to know about the free ways to get that health care. Do you leave the house? I dress like this every minute of my life. Everything. No, walk down the street and people smile. It's great. Mad respect to you, sir. I've seen you. Yeah, I've been doing this for a long time. Well, let me go exercise so I can stay healthy enough to try to help people for another, maybe about another 10 years, I hope. So love you so. And if we can help you, it's letsgohelp.com. $20, unlimited one-on-one help to apply to every government grant you're eligible for. And it's 20,000 members help each other get all this money and help that we all need. Thank you, mad respect to you. Yeah, way back. Okay, take care.